Okay, everybody click got it. And we are good to go in 5 seconds.
Okay, we are ready. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first official meeting of the town board, regular meeting. We had our organizational meeting last week. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I would ask Councilman Guadron, who has recently joined us on the town board, to please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of
the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. Well, here we are, a new year, new challenges, but with those challenges comes new opportunities. As we prepare to take on all this new year has to offer, we must not waver in our fight against some of the old challenges still with us. Let's take this opportunity to remind everyone to please stay vigilant in the fight against COVID-19. I know we all want the pandemic to be over. It should have been over yesterday, but it's only through our collective understanding and cooperation that together we'll push through this crisis. The old wisdoms still apply. Wear a mask, socially distance, get vaccinated, get boosted. And if you think you may have COVID, please get tested. And if you're feeling sick, please stay home. There are many testing sites, free testing sites located throughout the town of Islip, and you can see all of the sites on our website. We've got them all listed, those that have come to our attention, and as we're posting this more and more, letting us know. But also Suffolk County officials contacted me this morning. The testing site that they set up at Heckscher State Park, the lines have really diminished. In fact, this morning they were at their lowest volume to date. The test is free, the results are quick, and you can get the test very quickly from the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle. You don't have to stand outside in the cold or stand next to somebody online at a testing site. It's Heckscher State Park, Field 8. They're open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, and any other questions on any of the testing sites, just go to our website, www.islipny.gov. You know, the spike has caused some of the highest positivity levels, but with our community's understanding and continued support, we will work through this and put it behind us and move forward into a better year. And speaking about looking forward, this coming Monday, January 17th, is the 26th anniversary of Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service. The MLK Day is the only federal holiday designated as a National Day of Service. So we'd like to encourage all of our town residents to volunteer, join in the efforts to improve your communities. And we invite all our residents to join in this effort to commemorate the beautiful legacy of an incredible civil rights leader, Martin Luther King Jr., and engage in ways to give back and improve your community. If you go to mlkday.gov, there will be more information and opportunities listed in your particular area. And lastly, as a reminder, if this past week has been any indication, winter weather is certainly truly upon us. That means we're probably going to be in for more snow over the course of the next few weeks. And on behalf of all of us here at the town board, I know can't say thank you enough to our incredible staff who really rose to the occasion. We got so many emails and calls commending them on the incredible effort clearing the snow. But it's a joint effort. We need our residents' cooperation. So during snow emergency, please remove your cars from the road. You can park them on your lawn if there's not room in your driveway, but it's important that we keep our roads clear and free of obstruction so those snow plows and emergency vehicles can pass safely and effectively during the storm. So we thank everyone for their anticipated cooperation. And again, Happy New Year to everybody, and especially today, try to stay warm. I know someone on there is not on mute, so if you could stay on mute except if you're speaking, because we're getting some feedback. And with that, let us move to the agenda. So we'll begin with our scheduled public hearings, and we have 8 public hearings for the board's consideration today. And I'd ask the town clerk, Olga Murray, to please read the first hearing notice.
Thank you, Madam Supervisor. The first hearing today is to consider a 1-year contract with Brentwood Legion Ambulance Services, Inc. for providing emergency ambulance services for the year 2022.
Thank you, Olga. Are there any questions from the board? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we close the public hearing and offer the resolution for its adoption.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Olga, item 2, hearing 2 rather.
Hearing number 2 is to consider a 1-year contract with Central Islip Hauppauge Volunteer Ambulance Corps for providing emergency ambulance services for the year 2022.
Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Quadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Hearing 3.
Hearing 3 is to consider a 1-year contract with Community Ambulance Company, Inc. for providing emergency ambulance services for the year 2022.
Any questions? Hearing none, motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item, hearing 4.
Hearing number 4 is to consider a 1-year contract with Bayshore Bright Waters Rescue, Inc., providing emergency ambulance services for the year 2022.
Any questions? Hearing none, motion?
Make a
by-
motion that we close.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I make a motion, we close the public hearing and offer the resolution for its adoption.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Councilman Guadron?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Hearing 5.
Hearing 5 is to consider a 1-year contract with Exchange Ambulance Corporation of the Islips, providing emergency ambulance services for the year 2022.
Again, are there any questions? Hearing none, motion?
Motion,
Motion by Councilman O'Connor to close the hearing and adopt. Do we have a motion? We have a second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Guadron. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Hearing 6.
6 is for the purpose of considering the contracting of the Bayshore Fire Protection District.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Any questions? Hearing none, motion?
again, I'll make a motion that we close the public hearing and offer the resolution for its adoption.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Guadron. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. And hearing 7.
Hearing 7 is to consider amending the Town of Islip Uniform Traffic Code, Schedule G, stop and yield intersections, Schedule J, parking, stopping, and standing regulations.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion? Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadron. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Councilwoman Mullen, can you just check your microphone because I can hear you. The volume needs to go up some more, I think.
She's muted.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's not muted. No, she's not muted, but I still can't hear. I will count on you to raise your hand. Thanks, Kate. All right, we have one more hearing.
Yes,
No,
there's
we-
one final hearing for this afternoon, which is to consider the transfer of property located at 15 Holbrook Street in Bay Shore.
I know James Bowers, Director of the CVA, is on the call if there are any questions. If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second
Second.
by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. I do believe that takes care of all the hearings. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, we will now go to the agenda. And the first item is the meeting of the Town of Islip Industrial Development Agency. I'd call for a motion to convene.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor. I'll second that motion. A quorum is present. We all in favor. We are convened. And Mr. Walzer, if you would take us through the agenda.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Madam Chair and members of the Agency Board. John Walzer, Executive Director, 40 Nassau Avenue, Islip, New York. I have several items for your consideration this afternoon. The first would be to approve the minutes from the meeting of the Agency Board on December 14th of last year, 2021.
Any question on the minutes? Hearing none, I'll make that motion. Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Abstain.
We have three in favor, one abstention, one absent.
All right.
Next,
The next item I have for your consideration is a resolution to appointing officers to the Town of Islip Industrial Development Agency.
okay, are there any questions? Hearing none, motion. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 4,
You know, I'm sorry. I went,
Oh, I'm
I missed one item.
right, item setting the meeting schedule.
Yes, a resolution approving the 2022 IDA meeting schedule.
Okay, any questions? Hearing none, motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Let us go then to item 5.
The next item is a resolution in compliance with the Public Authority Accountability Act to adopt an audit committee.
All those in favor? Oh, excuse me, a motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item is a resolution to adopt a finance committee.
Any questions? Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
And the next item would be a resolution to adopt a governance committee.
Any questions? I'll make that motion, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item for your consideration, also in compliance with the Public Authority Accountability Act, it would be to adopt a code of ethics policy for the agency.
Thank you. Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Similarly, the next item would be to adopt an investment policy for the agency.
Okay, any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved.
The next item would be to adopt a procurement policy for the agency.
Any questions on the policy? Hearing none, motion? Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 12,
Number 12, number 11, I believe, is
I'm sorry, we're up to 11. I apologize. The conflict.
is a resolution to adopt a conflict of interest policy for the agency.
Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item for your consideration would be to adopt a travel authorization and mileage reimbursement guidelines for the agency.
Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilwoman Mullins, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
And the next item would be to adopt a property disposition policy for the agency.
Any questions on that? Hearing none. Motion? Motion by Councilwoman Mullins, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved.
Thank you.
Item
The next
14.
item, number 14, is a resolution to enter into a contract with Mike Siniski to provide computer programming services for the maintenance of an updated and improved IDA assessment role and pilot billing system.
Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item for your consideration is an authorizing resolution for a project we induced at last month's meeting between the agency and Gracewood Estates LLC.
Are there any questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item for your consideration is also an authorizing resolution for a project we induced last month for Lincoln Realty Development.
Any questions? Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second
Second.
by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved.
And next item for your consideration is a resolution consenting to an assignment of the facility at 1765 Express Drive North to Rubicon Industries.
Thank you. Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second
Second.
by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved.
The next item for your consideration is a resolution consenting to a lease agreement at 75 Sunrise Highway in West Islip.
Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor. I'll make that second. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item for your consideration is a resolution granting a pilot extension for the Bryad Lodging Group 2012 facility, a 2-year pilot extension.
To cover the COVID period.
Yes.
Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second. Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item for your consideration is a resolution granting a 2-year pilot extension for the Bryad Lodging Group 2015 facility.
Any questions? Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second. I'll make that second. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. The next item for your consideration is a resolution authorizing a refinance at 171 Remington Boulevard for authorizing a refinance, 171 Remington Boulevard, Ronkonkoma. There are no mortgage tax exemptions associated with this authorization.
Okay. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion? Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second
Second.
by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved.
And the last item I have for your consideration is a resolution consenting to a sublease of a portion of the 215 Candlewood Road facility in Bay Shore.
Thank you. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion? I'll make that motion. Second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. I don't see any of the business before us. Is there, John?
That is all I have for the agency today.
Okay, no, with no other business before us, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the agency meeting by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Okay, that takes us to item 2, which is the meeting of the Town of Islip Economic Development Corporation, and there'll be a lot of mirror resolutions on this first of the year kind of pro forma resolutions. So bear with us as we go through it all. I'll have a motion to convene the Economic Development Corporation by Councilwoman Mullen, second
Second.
by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, the meeting is convened, a quorum being present, and we will go through the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the Corporation Board. John Walzer, Director, 40 Nassau Avenue. I have, as you mentioned, several organizational items for your consideration today. But first, I would ask you to approve the minutes from the last meeting of the corporation on October 27th of 2021.
Any questions on the minutes? I'll make that motion. Do I have a second? Second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed?
Abstain.
We have one abstention. The minutes are approved. Item 3,
Okay, the item 3 is to approve the 2022 Economic Development Corporation meeting schedule.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you, Supervisor. Madam Chair, you are muted.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. The next item for your consideration is a resolution to appointing officers to the Town of Islip Economic Development Corporation.
Any questions? Hearing none. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Thank you. The next item for consideration is a resolution adopting an audit committee for the corporation.
Any questions? Hearing none, I'll make that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved. 6.
Thank you. The next item for your consideration is a resolution adopting a finance committee for the corporation.
Any questions? Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Thank you. The next item is a resolution adopting a governance committee for the corporation.
Again, any questions? Hearing none. Motion. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Thank you. The next item for your consideration is a resolution adopting a code of ethics policy for the corporation.
Any questions on that? Hearing none. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Okay, the next item is a resolution to adopt an investment policy for the corporation.
Any questions? Motion. Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Next item for your consideration is a resolution to adopt a procurement policy for the corporation.
Again, any questions? Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Okay, the next item is a resolution to adopt the conflict of interest policy for the corporation.
Again, are there any questions?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Okay, the next item would be to adopt a property disposition policy for the corporation.
Any questions on this policy? Hearing none. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
And the
And
last item I have for you would be to adopt the travel authorization and mileage reimbursement guidelines for the corporation.
thank you, John. Any questions? Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, it is approved. Doesn't appear to be any other business to come before the corporation. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed. The Economic Development Corporation Board meeting is adjourned. That
Thank you.
takes us to item 3. Thank you very much, John. Takes us to item 3, meeting of the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Board. Again, a motion to convene by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed. The Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Board meeting is convened, a quorum being present. And Mr. Hemingway, if you would please take us through the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, members of the Foreign Trade Zone Board. My name is Brad Hemingway, and I'm the Executive Director for the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Authority. We're located at 1 Trade Zone Drive in Ronkonkoma, New York. I have 2 items for your consideration this afternoon. First item being approval of the minutes from our December 14th, 2021 meeting of the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Board.
Any questions on the minutes? I'll make that motion. Do I have a second? Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? We have 3 in favor, 1 abstention. The minutes are approved. Item 3.
Item 3, second and last item, authorization to assign a sublease of 2 Roebling Court in Ronkonkoma, New York, 11779, also known as Parcel 12, to 34 Lamar Street LLC, with offices at 21 Gear Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York, 11757.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion. Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Thanks. Thank you very much, Brad.
Thank you.
All right, that now will take us.
Move we adjourn. Move we adjourn.
I am so sorry. A motion to adjourn by Councilman O'Connor, who is right on top of things. Thank you much. Second by Councilwoman Mullen. The Foreign Trade Zone Board is adjourned. Now that will take us to item 4, authorization for the controller to make all budget adjustments that are deemed necessary to reconcile and close the books to reflect the 2021 operations for the Town of Islip. Any questions? Hearing none, motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 5 takes us to the bid awards. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion. Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by
Second.
Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 6, the option year resolutions. Are there any questions on these? Hearing none, motion.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 7, Town Board acceptance of a donation from Melcon Group Worldwide, Inc. to the Town of Islip of uniforms and beanies. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion. Motion by Councilwoman Mullen. I'll second that motion. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved, and we thank them for the donation. Item 8 is the authorization for the town clerk to advertise for a public hearing to consider enacting local law number 1 of 2022, amending local law number 8, 2013, chapter 19 of the Islip Code entitled Fire Prevention. Any questions? None.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item 9, authorization for the supervisor to enter into an agreement with the CDA for calendar year 2022, whereby the town will provide certain services related to code enforcement. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 10, we have 1 request for a special event. Obviously, with the COVID protocols in place, there have been a dramatic decrease in these kinds of requests going forward, justifiably so. Any questions on this? Hearing none, motion.
I think the only member of the board that can run 10 miles is Councilwoman Mullen. I'm not sure I can even drive 10 miles. So I think she should make that motion.
All right, we have that motion. Councilwoman Mullen, do I have a second by another able-bodied rider? Second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item 11, authorization for the supervisor to enter into several agreements for programs to be held throughout the town to be funded either by registration fees or grant fees. And, you know, thank you to everybody in the department that's involved in making sure despite COVID, we've been able to offer so many wonderful programs to our residents. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second
Second.
by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, 11 is approved. Item 12, authorization for the town clerk to advertise for a public hearing in relation to an airline use and lease agreement with Breeze Aviation Group. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
By Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. And this is really very exciting for anyone who hasn't heard, who's out there watching today. Breeze Airlines will be commencing service February 17th from Long Island MacArthur, our own Islip Airport, going to Roanoke, Virginia, and also to Charleston, South Carolina. So that really is exciting, and that's just the beginning. Item 13, Town Board acceptance of Federal Aviation Administration Airport Improvement Program grants, New York State and Suffolk County grant funds, and to collect passenger facility charges for 2022, including execution of any and all documentation thereto. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, it is approved. And a good opportunity to mention to everybody that the airport is self-sufficient and is not subsidized in any way by town taxpayer dollars. So they're really doing a fine job there. Item 14, authorization for supervisor to enter into a contract with Ralph W. Plotke, Inc., DBA Roof Services for contract DAT 2021-004 main terminal atrium roof coping replacement at Long Island MacArthur Airport. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilwoman Mullen, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 15, authorization with supervisor to execute the fourth option year to the contract with Safety Marking, Inc. for runway rubber and paint removal, land restriping at Long Island MacArthur Airport. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Motion? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second
Second.
by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 16, authorization for supervisor to enter into a contract with Simbrand Aviation Services for contract DAT 2021-006 automatic door preventative maintenance and repair contract at Long Island MacArthur Airport. Are there any questions? Got to keep those doors working. Do we have a motion?
Motion is.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 17, Town Board approval to waive the renewal application requirements for those sections specified in Executive Order 11-1 for the 2022-23 tax years. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 18, Town Board approval to extend the authorization granted to the Town of Islip Department of Planning and Development to issue temporary outdoor dining permits through January 31st, 23. We did a series of interim extensions. With the way things have been going, it looks like this is going to be around for a while, and at least the restaurants can plan accordingly, knowing they have permission for that outdoor dining through the entire year of 23. Are there any questions on this?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilwoman Mullen. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Resolution 19, rather, is authorization for the supervisor to execute an amendment to the license agreement to permit the additional license fee to be invested into repairs and improvements at the Atlantique Marina. Any questions on this? Hearing none. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman
Second.
O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. And that takes it to the end of our resolutions for the agenda. If there are no other questions, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Well, we have a motion by Councilman O'Connor and a second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? We stand adjourned. And everyone, please stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.